Good morning everybody. Today we are going to discuss about the Krebs cycle or citric acid cycle. Krebs cycle was first of all observed by Sir Hans Adolf Krebs in 1937 and he got Nobel Prize in 1953. So we already discussed about the glycolysis. Glycolysis occurs in cytosol and this Krebs cycle is observed in mitochondrial matrix. So here this is the mitochondria. So the destruction or lysis of the glucose molecule into two pyruvic molecules occurred in the cytosol, which is entered into the mitochondrial matrix in which Krebs cycle was occurred. So in this reaction, first reaction is the pyruvic acid decarboxylation. So here pyruvic acid consists of 3 carbon compounds in which 1 carbon dioxide is released out. That is decarboxylation reaction in the presence of 5 cofactors, that is lipoic acid, TPP, thymine pyrophosphate, NAD, Mg+2 and coenzyme A. In the presence of these 5 cofactors, the pyruvic acid undergoes oxidation and decarboxylation in the presence of pyruvic dehydrogenase, in which hydrogen atoms released taken by the NAD and reduced to NADH2. So this pyruvic acid is formed into acetyl coenzyme in the cytosol. So this is the first reaction. After the formation of the acetyl coenzyme A, it is entered into the mitochondrial matrix. So here pyruvic acid is the 3 carbon atom in which 1 carbon dioxide is released. The rest of the 2 molecules, that is acetyl coenzyme A, consists of 2 carbon compound which is united with the or combined with the oxaloacetic acid, that is the 4 carbon compound, and formed into 6 carbon compound, that is citric acid. So here the first formed product is the citric acid. Hence this cycle is also known as citric acid cycle, and the citric acid consists of 3 COOH groups, that is 3 carboxyl groups. Hence this cycle is also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle. So this is the condensation reaction. So see here, this is the first reaction which occurs in the cytosol. Here pyruvate is converted into acetyl coenzyme A after the liberation of the 1 carbon dioxide. So that is carboxylation reaction, that is decarboxylation reaction. Here oxidation takes place in which NAD formed into NADH2. This is the oxidation in which NAD is reduced to NADH2 in the presence of 5 cofactors, that is TPP, lipoic acid, NAD+2, Mg+2 and CoA, coenzyme A. So here this yellow color represents the mitochondrial matrix. So the white color represents the cytosol. In between these acetyl coenzyme A is present. So hence acetyl coenzyme is considered as the connecting link between the glycolysis and Krebs cycle. So glucose is destructed into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid in the cytosol, which is immediately converted into acetyl coenzyme A. After entering into the mitochondrial matrix, it will converted into citric acid. So in between the pyruvic acid and the citric acid, acetyl coenzyme A is the connecting link between the Krebs cycle and the glycolysis. So first reaction is the condensation reaction. Here acetyl coenzyme A condenses to oxaloacetic acid into citric acid. So here acetyl coenzyme A plus oxaloacetic acid gives rise to citric acid in the presence of an enzyme citrate synthetase. Here this citric acid consists of three carboxyl groups COO minus COO minus COO minus. See here below the above the 2 number. So this is the citric acid. Citric acid consists of 3 carboxyl group. Hence this reaction is also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle. This is the first reaction. Here citric acid with the liberation of the H2O undergoes dehydration to form cis-aconic acid in the presence of an enzyme aconitase, and by taking one water molecule it is again formed into isocitric acid in the presence of aconitase. Here second reaction is the dehydration reaction in which H2O molecule is liberated out, and third reaction is the hydration reaction in which H2O molecule is taken out. In the fourth reaction, this isocitric acid undergo dehydrogenation, that is H2 molecules are liberated by taken by the NAD and formed into NADH2. Here in this oxidation NAD is reduced to NADH2 in the presence of an enzyme isocitric dehydrogenase. So this is the fourth reaction. In this oxalosuccinic acid is formed with the liberation of the CO2. It undergoes decarboxylation to form alpha ketoglutaric acid in the presence of oxalosuccinic decarboxylase. So here alpha ketoglutaric acid is formed with here oxalosuccinic is the 6 carbon compound with the liberation of the 1 carbon dioxide, only the rest are the 5 carbon. So that compound is known as 5 carbon compound alpha ketoglutaric acid. This alpha glutaric acid undergo oxidation reaction in which hydrogen ions are liberated taken by the NAD to reduce to NADH2 in the presence of alpha ketoglutaric dehydrogenase, in which CO2 is liberated and CO enzyme is also liberated out. By taking the CO enzyme, alpha ketoglutaric acid formed into succinyl coenzyme A. Here succinyl coenzyme A is the product in which succinyl coenzyme A cleaved into succinic acid and coenzyme A. So here succinyl coenzyme A is formed into succinate or succinic acid. It undergoes substrate level phosphorylation in which GTP is formed. So here GTP means guanine triphosphate. Here you have to observe that is in DNA there are 4 nitrogen bases A, T, G, C. A means adenine, T means thymine, G means guanine, C means cytosine. So you have to observe this here. In so many reactions ATP is formed. ADP plus IP gives rise to ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. Whereas here we are writing GTP, that is GDP plus IP gives rise to GTP, guanine triphosphate, in the presence of succinyl thiokinase. That enzyme is known as succinyl thiokinase. In this coenzyme A is liberated out. Next, this succinic acid undergo oxidation to form fumaric acid, in which FAD is converted into FADH2. See here, in the presence of an enzyme succinic dehydrogenase, here also another oxidation takes place. So one oxidation takes place at citric acid, that is isocitric acid. Second oxidation takes place in alpha ketoglutaric acid. Third oxidation takes place at fumaric acid. Next, final oxidation takes place at malic acid. Finally, the fumarate is converted into malate in the presence of fumarase. Here, one hydrogen of that is water molecule is liberated out. In the presence of fumarase, fumarate is converted into malic acid. Finally, the malic acid undergo oxidation reaction in which hydrogen molecules are liberated. These are taken by the NAD and formed into NADH2 in the presence of malic dehydrogenase. Finally, it is formed into oxaloacetic acid. So, the cycle is repeated in a cyclic manner. Hence, this is known as Krebs cycle. In this, the first formed product is the citric acid. Hence, it is also known as citric acid cycle. And the citric acid consists of 3 carboxyl groups. So, hence the name tricarboxylic acid cycle. This is about the Krebs cycle. So, here see the first reaction. Here citrate formed from acetyl coenzyme A and oxaloacetic acid. I already told that is oxaloacetic acid is the 4 carbon compound plus acetyl coenzyme is the 2 carbon compound combined to form a 6 carbon compound that is known as citric acid. Here see in the molecular formula citric acid consists of 6 carbon. So that is it is a 6 carbon compound citric acid. This is the first reaction. This is the condensation reaction. Second reaction is the by the liberation of the H2O, citric acid formed into cis-aconitic acid, and again by taking the water molecule it will be converted into isocitric acid in the presence of aconitase. So these both reactions are catalyzed by the aconitase enzyme. This is the second reaction. Here in the first reaction water molecule is liberated out, that is dehydration reaction. In the second reaction water molecule is taken out, so this is the hydration reaction. These two reactions will occur in the presence of an enzyme aconitase. In the third reaction, oxidative decarboxylation of isocitrate into alpha ketoglutaric acid takes place. Here, isocitric acid undergoes oxidation reaction in which hydrogen molecules liberated taken by the NAD and formed into NADH2 in the presence of isocitric dehydrogenase. And again, this isocitric dehydrogenase converted into oxalosuccinic acid. So here oxalosuccinate is decarboxylated to alpha ketoglutaric acid. So here oxalosuccinic acid consists of 6 carbon compound in which 1 carbon is liberated in the form of carbon dioxide during the process of decarboxylation, and it will be formed into a 5 carbon compound, that is the alpha ketoglutaric acid. See here the molecular formula. Alpha glutaric acid consists of 5 carbon compound. So it is the 5 carbon compound. In the next reaction, this alpha ketoglutaric acid undergo oxidation reaction and it will be formed into succinyl coenzyme A. Here the hydrogen atoms liberated are taken by the NAD and it will be reduced to NADH2. So here one carbon dioxide is liberated. So here both oxidation and decarboxylation reaction takes place. Here alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase is the enzyme. Next, the succinyl coenzyme is undergoes cleavage reaction. Here it will be cleaved into succinic acid and coenzyme A in the presence of succinyl thiokinase. So here GDP plus IP is formed into GTP. So here this is known as the substrate level phosphorylation in which GTP is formed. Next reaction, the succinic acid is formed into fumaric acid in the presence of succinic dehydrogenase in which the hydrogen atoms liberated taken by the FAD and formed into FADH2. So here FAD is reduced to FADH2 and this is the reaction. Next, this fumaric acid is formed into malate. Here stereospecific trans addition of water to the double bond of fumarate to malate takes place. Here fumarate and malate is the product is the malic acid in which addition of H2O molecules here occurred in the presence of an enzyme fumarase. Finally, the malic acid is oxidized to form oxaloacetic acid in which hydrogen atoms are liberated taken by the NAD and formed into NADH2 in the presence of malic dehydrogenase. This is the final step. Here the cycle is a repeated in which oxaloacetate is again formed. So it will be in the cyclic manner. This was observed by Krebs in 1937 and he got Nobel Prize in 1957. So 53. Hence this cycle is known as Krebs cycle. So this is the overall citric acid cycle representation. Here the acetyl coenzyme is the connecting link between the glycolysis and citric acid. Glycolysis and Krebs cycle. So what is the acetyl coenzyme? Means it is the connecting link between the glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Thank you very much. This is about the Krebs cycle. In the next class, we shall discuss the electron transport system. Thank you.